we can find out what is the accurate outlook as far as the winner is concerned. We shall be beaming those pictures momentarily as we continue apace with the conversation, just looking at the nature of the campaigns that there has been, and of course, as it has been, and of course, looking what does this particular results really portend for the political dynamics and the lay of the land as far as moving forward is concerned. Is it a strong showing for the broad-based government who have been fiercely, of course, fighting to make sure they maintain some of the seats, especially in Malava, also in Mbeere North and in Kasipul, where people were casting aspersions as far as the veracity of the nature of their commitment right now, that we have also the demise of the party leader of ODM that is within the broad-based government. We have ODM and the Kenya Kwanza coalition. We want just to take that particular crystal ball, look at it, and find out where we're headed as well in light of what the by-elections are telling us right now. But also clearing the air is how the nature of the campaign has been. And we're looking at Section 74 of the Election Act, and also Section 43 of the Election Act. Maybe I can just read out some of them so that we can try also and decipher this. It says that a public officer shall not engage in the activities of any political party or candidate or act as an agent of a political party or a candidate in an election. B, publicly indicate support for or opposition against any party, side, or candidate participating in an election. Engage in political campaigns or other political activity, or use public resources to initiate new development projects in any constituency or country, or county, I should say, for the purpose of supporting a candidate or political party in the constituency or county. 2, a public officer who contravenes subsection 1 commits an offense and is liable on conviction to a fine not exceeding 1 million shillings or imprisonment of a term not exceeding 3 years or both. 3, a person who knowingly aids in contravention of subsection 1 commits an offense and is liable on conviction of a fine not exceeding 1 million shillings or to imprisonment for a term not exceeding 3 years or both such fine and imprisonment.
Can you also read the amendment to the Conflict of Interest Act that allows public officers, particularly CSS, to expound government policies?
It doesn't override this. It doesn't override.
So can you also read? Those are matters of interpretation.
No.
A law and a law you cannot say this one overrides this. Why is it written that this one is superior to the one?
It's about an election. It governs the election.
You cannot
it governs the conduct of election.
Are you saying the only law that applies during elections? Why are you saying then the DCI should be involved when people are?
But what are you saying? You're saying public policy.
You see, this is the problem.
Public policy is different from campaigning.
This is the problem. Yes. This is the problem. You cannot pick and share, you cannot just cherry pick what laws to apply. This is like picking one law, one line in the Bible and telling people from today you should marry 20 wives because I don't know Abraham had how many.
But this is the election. We're talking about elections.
It is the elections, okay. But the Elections Act is also subject to the Criminal Procedure Code. It's subject to all these other acts. If you commit a crime during elections, you are charged by the DCI. It's not the Elections Act. So you are taken to court by an ordinary court if you
okay, let me understand.
I think Meshmiwa is tongue.
Just a moment.
It's tongue because you see when they were amending the law, they forgot that law is there. And they sort of like focused on the Public Officers Ethics Act, they focused on the Leadership and Integrity Act and forgot that Section 43 is there in the statute books.
Okay,
they wanted to exonerate public officers to go into the political podium and do whatever they want to do.
Fine, you've said your bit.
Okay,
you said this bit. Let me also say my bit. The only superior law in this country is the Constitution. All other laws, they are at par. And I want to say this again. Me and him and you and Mheshimiwa here, we may not agree. So what do? Go to court because the Constitution has said the person who has been given, the institution given to interpret is the judiciary. So let's not make noise and work out.
But let me understand. Why then will we have legislators making law that countermands other acts that we do have?
It's a good question. I agree with you.
Because it doesn't, to me, for my understanding, you have a conflict of interest bill, which, by the way, has been very controversial.
Fine.
Yeah, even from the processes that it has gone through, the president taking it back to, the National Assembly. Just a moment. So we have this particular section. Then you're saying, in the conflict of interest bill, they have a panacea that now the officers can do what the Election Act forbids.
So can I answer you? You've made your point. Can I answer you? It is not the first time that one law conflicts against another. When there is a problem, then the Constitution gives us a way forward. The Constitution says, it's not me, it's not you who is right, let us not fight, come to me, there's a judge here. Who will,
for us avoiding the pains of going through that particular route, you're so familiar with what actually we have this.
Yes,
why would you legislate laws that will countermand other acts that we do have?
That's what I'm telling you. You're holding a very strong opinion. I can see, just like.
I'm just trying to get an understanding.
Yeah, but it is also
not an opinion.
It's a strong opinion.
It's not an opinion.
It's a strong opinion.
It's not a strong opinion. It's what the law provides.
It's a strong opinion. Don't shout.
All right. Okay.
I can shout back, but it's bad manners. So I'm just saying. It is your strong opinion that law should take precedence over the other law. And I'm just correcting you that the only law that is superior is the Constitution. So you can hold your opinion, I respect it. I can hold my opinion, I respect it, and you respect it. Now, if I am applying this law and you are applying the other one, and we have a conflict, then let's go to court for it to settle. That's how our democracy has been built. You don't try to force your opinion on us. And I don't try to force your opinion.
But let me also ask.
In any case, as much as I'm not a lawyer, I will allow the two guys to argue on the questions of law. But as a matter of fact, what is the role of a cabinet secretary? And that is why that Conflict of Interest Act was amended, to provide for this person to speak out, because he's the policy holder. And there is a thin line between the political agenda, where we know the presidential candidate or the president for that purpose as an agenda to fight, and that was a political agenda.
Yes.
And the person to hate him to implement is the cabinet secretary. So where is the separation in between these two laws when it comes to the cabinet secretary?
Yes.
Yes. Because how would you want to turn the role of a cabinet secretary to imply a political offense, election offense,
so
where the law as mandate is part of his first line of mandate to run the agenda?
He probably